CBI's Ishrat twist is our top focus story tonight. And breaking on Newsnight, headlines today's Gaurav Sawant has learned that there is a huge difference of opinion between CBI Director Ranjeet Sinha and the Director of Prosecution O.P. Verma over charge sheeting of Intelligence Bureau officers in the Ishrat Jahan Encounter Case. The fight was taken to the office of Attorney General Vahanvati. Speaking exclusively to Headlines Today, the Attorney General confirmed there was a difference of opinion and he had opined that sanction of prosecution was needed to proceed against the 4 Intelligence Bureau officers, including former Special Director Rajendra Kumar. Gaurav Sawant is joining me here in the studio. Gaurav, my first question to you is, what does this do to the CBI case now?
This will weaken the CBI case tremendously. The CBI should have appeared as one unit fighting a case. This is the first time that the CBI is taking on the Intelligence Bureau, where the Intelligence Bureau insists that Ishrat Jahan was a terrorist. They have evidence to prove that she was consorting with Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists, and that Intelligence Bureau officers, including Special Director Rajendra Kumar and his team in Gujarat, their role was restricted to passing intelligence to the Gujarat police. The executive action that was subsequently taken was the sole preserve of the Gujarat police. The Intelligence Bureau had nothing to do with it. This is what the IB case is. Now, based on the evidence that the CBI was able to piece together, the Director of Prosecution was of the opinion that Rajendra Kumar and 3 other serving Intelligence Bureau officers should be charge sheeted. But the CBI director was of the opinion, Ranjeet Sinha was clearly of the opinion that Government of India's sanction is needed to charge sheet them first. Therefore, he was of the opinion that we should first go with the evidence to MHA, let the Ministry of Home Affairs take a final call on this. But O.P. Verma said, no, it's the courts that will take a final call. The matter went to Vahanvati, the Attorney General, the Chief Lawyer of Government of India. He concurred with the CBI director, and yet the CBI went ahead and charge sheeted these officers, giving these officers, the charge sheeted officers, they are now taking the plea, according to my sources in the Intelligence Bureau, that this is vendetta against IB officers.
Okay, stay with us, Gaurav, because there's some more breaking news coming in, which is that Rajendra Kumar, the former Special Director of the Intelligence Bureau, charged just days ago by the CBI, has broken his silence on Headlines Today. Speaking exclusively, he spoke to Gaurav Sawant just a short while back. The former officer has said the Bureau stands firmly behind him and that he doesn't fear the CBI's case. He also reiterates that Ishrat Jahan was a Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist. Gaurav, tell us exactly what Rajendra Kumar told you.
Rajendra Kumar was in Gujarat when this encounter took place. His role, according to him, was limited to passing intelligence, passing whatever information he had to the Gujarat police. Now, the Intelligence Bureau is preparing what they call is a cast iron case against the CBI charge sheeting them. They're saying Ishrat Jahan was a Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist. This not only was their information based on intercepts, talking to their sources, but also David Coleman Headley, the terrorist involved in the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, he independently told US intelligence agencies, and there was a letter, and Headlines Today is in possession of that letter, which has been written by Daniel Clegg, the legal attaché of the US Embassy to the Intelligence Bureau, where he duly states that Ishrat Jahan, according to Zakir Rahman Lakwi, was a female suicide bomber who was hired by Muzammil. She was killed by the Indian police, and Zaki said that Muzammil had planned to attack temples in India using Ishrat Jahan as a suicide bomber. So this is not an intelligence agency that reports to the IB. This is an independent American intelligence agency that interrogated David Coleman Headley, and this information was passed on to the Intelligence Bureau. The second allegation is that the NIA deleted this and did not pass on this information for whatever reason.
Gaurav, first an open fight between the CBI and the IB, and now an open fight within the CBI. Where do you see all of this progressing to?
Two things are likely to happen. This weakens government's case. This weakens CBI's case against these IB officers. Anyway, the director of CBI, according to my sources, has opined that evidence at best is circumstantial. So if it's circumstantial evidence based on call data records, they don't have conversations, they have statements of the accused which cannot be used against another accused unless there is corroborative evidence which is not there. It's a weak case. A fight within the CBI weakens the case further.
Okay, and finally, what can Ghulam Vahanvati do in all of this? Besides saying that yes, he has opined there is a difference of opinion, what can he as the top law officer of the country do?
Well, as top law officer of the country, he will advise the government on what needs to be done. The CBI has sought sanction for prosecution. Now, the government has to take a final call whether that sanction for prosecution needs to be given or not. It depends on the government, on the executive, whether this matter needs to be pursued or dropped. It all depends on how the government now proceeds on this case. But the IB sources say they have a cast iron case and they intend to defeat the CBI on the legal issues.
Gaurav Sawant, Editor Strategic Affairs, thanks so much for that top exclusive breaking here on Newsnight.